ready to race for 500 miles.
And Matt Kenseth will have to drop to the rear of the field because they changed transmissions this morning. Well, DW, we're back from our little West Coast vacation. We're back in the South. There's not a cloud in the sky. Reach up there and pull those belts tight one more time. And boogity, boogity, boogity. Let's go racing, boys!
Alright, as we come up to turn 4 to start our 4th race in the Sprint Cup Series here at Atlanta. We come off of there. Where do we finish first lap? 22nd, so we only lost a couple spots. This is, after the Atlanta truck race, definitely one of the races I was highly anticipating. Different version of Atlanta, but Atlanta nevertheless. Was curious how it would handle as far as the racing, if it would be like pack racing like we had in the trucks. Are we 3 wide? No, we're not 3 wide. That was weird. Now, just like in the truck race, we did tend to run the bottom with the truck physics. With the cup, or with the nationwide, we ran up a groove. I feel like we'll probably end up on the bottom most of this race. The setup slightly different than the one we ran in the truck race, but very similar. So hopefully we should be able to get up to the front. Our best qualifying effort since Daytona, 20th. I was very pleasantly surprised with that. Just gonna stay behind Carl Edwards here. No real rush, as if it seems like already that it's just going to be kind of bunched up most of this race. So if that's the case, just take our time. I think we'll be able to get up there. And then as we approach pit stops, I think the plan will be to try to work ourselves up towards the high side a little bit to avoid any slow cars or anything like that. So that should be our strategy, I think, going forward for this race. 3 wide in front of us. See if we can sneak under Bobby Labonte here. There we go. We could probably work under Carl Edwards, but he seems like he's going to the front, so I'm content just riding because we're going to be able to save tire wear. Unlike in the trucks or in the nationwide race, we're running 2 times wear this time, so just trying to be more conscientious about our tire wear. But it doesn't seem like that outside's faring too poorly. So we might actually find ourselves working up there, because that's where I like to be. So let's give that a shot, because Bobby just got around Carl up there. Ooh, that does feel real good. Car does not feel loose or tight, just felt very neutral. And it seemed like it stuck pretty well, but now that we got 3 wide, I think we cleared Quapple. Yeah, we're good. Now we got Matt Kenseth in front of us. Is he going to go high on Burt? No. But we're going to get a big run on Casey Mears. So all 3 of us just cleared him.
Clear all around, all clear.
Definitely have winning speed, I feel like. We just got to play the pit strategy correctly, and I think we'll be okay. It's been a while since we've visited Victory Lane, I feel like. Well, actually, no. We won at Phoenix, which was second to last race last season, so it's only been about 5 or 6 races, but that's not too far off. Got a big run, but Ryan Newman just kind of stalled us. I don't want to go to the bottom. I'd rather stay up here. We've been running good. Get Ryan off the turn 2. We do, but he gets under Rudiman. So we'll have to hold up for a second. Who's up front? Clint Boyer, it looks like. Yeah, it's Clint Boyer. Let's see. We are... Yeah, the whole pack's within 3.3 seconds. Not going 3 wide. Not got a chance at wreck. But Burton, man, like, does he have someone underneath him? My God. He like kind of came right up on us on the outside there. I thought he was going to catch me there for a second. Yeah, the outside groove is working. Who's on the bottom there? It's Biffle and Gordon. It looks like up ahead there is Jimmy Johnson. Who's holding this group up right now? I can't see. If I had to guess, I think that's Junior up ahead. Who's kind of holding us up there a little bit. Blaney makes a dive under Casey Kane. Clear. Rudiman, is he going under? Yeah, he's going to the low side, so we'll go to the high side. Got a good run off of turn 2. We'll go outside of Biffle. I don't know where Kane's going though, so just be patient with him for a second. And we'll go to the outside. Outside of Gordo, and we're 3 wide. We're still 3 wide. Dang it. Nah, we should both have cleared Blaney there. Yeah, we're good. So we're running pretty competitive right now. When I say pretty competitive, I mean we're doing really well. Did not expect to be up here this fast. Well, we can bump draft, I guess. Tony might go to the outside. Nah, he won't go to the outside of Johnson because Johnson's upstairs to Clint Boyer. So the difficulty, I just thought of the other day, we're going to up it in the trucks. So for the next truck race at Kansas, that's going to be at 98. We're going to up the nationwide to 99, and then Cup will stay at 100 or more, depending on, you know, whatever track we're at. And if it's one we're pretty good at, we're going to have to go to the outside of Tony. I don't see him getting around Clint Boyer anytime soon. Feels like. There he goes. Can we sweep the weekend here at Atlanta? I can't remember if we ever actually did sweep a weekend. I think we did at Darlington once. I'll have to look back at my notes. We're going to have to go to the bottom. We got too big of a run on Johnson. I don't want to pull away from the pack though. That just feels weird. We've been really good at Atlanta.
Real good work. Left those guys behind, buddy. Just hit your marks. You'll run away from them. Keep racing. You're way better than these guys.
Ooh. Thing kind of swung down there. tire wear is really good. We were taking care of those tires. So it's gonna probably be pretty hard for them to pass us. Hopefully not a... Man, this... Let's see, if this is a runaway, we have Atlanta where we dominated in the last race at it, the nationwide race at Atlanta. Then we had the Martinsville truck race where we won the race by 2 laps. Like, this could be a set of 3 straight videos where we run away with the race. Definitely not what I thought would be happening. Hopefully it's entertaining. I mean, we're not going to see a soul for a while. Just because of how spread out everybody is. And with our tires, they're in such good shape. I just kind of floated off into the corner and then I can get right back on it for the most part. So, yeah, we're 6/10 ahead of Jimmy. If you watched the 05, 06, or 07 season at Atlanta, you'll remember we could not run anywhere up this high. That was almost, wow, that's almost full throttling. I mean, our tires are in good shape. We saved them pretty well, I guess, for the first 15, 16 laps or so. But we're pretty much wide open up on the top here. And the interval is reflecting that. I don't know why. I'm sure you heard that sound in the nationwide race and I just heard it now. I feel like whoever designed the track, there's like dirt there or something, because it sounds like I'm running in the grass, and I think it's just to represent running into loose stuff like the marbles, which is kind of cool, I guess. But at Atlanta, you can really get right up against the wall. Well, maybe not this time frame, so that could be why. There is a lot of marbles in the graphics there, so that could be what it represents, which is a cool touch. We're out to a 1.5 second lead over Jimmy Johnson. And still able to really just stick it into these corners, just with a slight lift at the entry, and then just get right back on it, and it's running right up here on the high side real well. Until we get whatever that is. The rubber, or the marbles. Not as high in 1 and 2. Wow, we are starting to really push up though. Tires aren't that bad though. Where's our fuel at? 8 laps, so that'll put us right about 33. We might make this on 2 stops. That's kind of the plan here. If we can make it on 2, I don't think everyone can make it on 2. So we should be able to make 1 less stop and probably pretty handily win this race, depending on how stops go and everything like that. We didn't have any cautions at Martinsville. It's our last Cup race. And then we didn't have a single caution at the nationwide race here, so we'll see what happens. Going by trends, this will probably have a couple cautions. Hopefully none of them will be brought out by us. just trying to really focus because we're running right up by that area. So when you hear that sound, that rumbly sound or whatever, that's there's like no grip. So I have to really watch the throttle. So I've really just been trying to focus to stay up here on the top and like ride right on that cushion. So I apologize if the commentating or lack thereof is not the most entertaining for this race, but AJ Allmendinger's 2 laps down. I just saw. Took a quick glance through the stand-ins. So I'm not sure why he's down 2 laps. Well, he's still on pit road, so he has 3. He might be done.
32, 378.
Probably gonna see pit stops actually starting up here momentarily. See anybody coming down? No, we're not. Sorry, crew chief. When we do pit, it will be 4 tires and fuel. And doesn't look like any takers yet. So, good majority of them, I guess, are going to probably try to go the distance on 2. Get 2 more laps, so not this time, but next time by we'll probably head down pit road. Still nobody on pit road. We might not make it 1 more lap. So if we pit on this lap, we are going to be very close. We can save some fuel if needed.
45.
Should be good for pit road speed.
Do not speed. Easy.
There we are.
45.
And here comes the field. Did anybody stay out? Yeah, a handful. Kyle, Ryan Newman, McMurray, Truex, Robbie Gordon, Dario Franchitti. Whoa, back wheels kicking.
Easy. Leader hitting this time. Dig hard.
So we gotta just be careful on our re-entry. Here at Atlanta, we have had some questionable exits from pit road. Sometimes cars slid out, other times they're trying to dodge a wreck, and then we get penalized for BS reasons. But it doesn't look like anything like that this time, so that's good. Gonna just kind of go right back up towards the top. And then we should be back in the lead, but I don't think we want to go way to the top just yet. Let's stay down here where there's a little bit more grip. And like, ooh, very loose. Very loose. And we'll start in the middle groove and then we'll just work our way up as the tires wear, I think, because that felt pretty decent right there.
No pressure out back. We'll keep it posted.
Yeah, we didn't even feather the accelerator that lap to turn 1 and 2. No lift that time either. What did we run lap time?
31.
Yeah, that was probably our fastest lap without the driver, I'd have to guess. Yeah, we're not even lifting right now. Yeah, full throttled. So the question though will be, is that going to burn us on the fuel mileage? I mean, obviously it's probably going to, but the question was if we can make it even. We'll see where we come out from the second stop. If we have to, we'll save some fuel, because it looks like we'll have a big enough lead to do so. So if we just take this run to just try to separate ourselves and get a decent lead, I think we'll be okay to be in a good fuel position, or fuel saving position. Excuse me. On the final stint of the race. Oh, slid up. Don't repair that. Damn. Should be alright. It was light. It doesn't feel like it's handling any differently. Greg Biffle did gain a second on us that lap though, but it's probably because obviously we hit the wall and had to back out of it a little bit more. Let's see where we're at as far as our gap this lap. He gained another chunk of time, 4.92. We're not even lifting now. Car also feels like it's not as tight as it was when we weren't lifting, so we could be slower. Damn it. Yeah, it's not, it doesn't seem like anyway that they're racing very much side by side, so. Yeah, he gained another chunk of time on us. Man, everything was going so well right until we hit that wall. It doesn't even feel like we hit it that hard, which is what surprises me.
31.727.
Let's see if we take it down a lane here and run it towards the middle. Because he's chopped the lead from 6.6 to 3.9, so he's definitely making some time up on us. So we'll just run it towards the middle and see what we get this lap. Ran at 31.7 last time by. 31.5. He's 3.9. Is he still 3.9? Yeah, it looks like he's still 3.9 back. So that lap they just held steady. Coming into this race, we are third in the points. We moved up 4 spots after Las Vegas. Yeah, we pulled back out to a 4.16 over Greg Biffle. $77 points back to Carl Edwards and Ryan Newman. They are not in the top 10. However, Kyle Petty is. Travis Quapple is. It's so weird. Regan Smith in 11th. Carl Edwards has fallen to 20th. Tony Stewart, he's fallen back to 18th. Ryan Newman. Well, Carl Edwards, he's 21st. Ryan Newman is where? Trying to find Newman in the standings. There he is. He's 25th. I was just about to say, these races that get like this, I mean, yeah, I can't imagine they're the most entertaining. Hell, I'm falling asleep. But we show the whole race, so maybe in future seasons we'll change it up. Definitely trending towards the most laps led, so that'll be good to get. Looking forward to the Kansas truck race. We have a fast truck there. For that race, we'll be sitting on the pole, I believe. So that's a good start. Sometimes I find it hard to believe we have 24 poles in this career in the Cup Series. Car still feels really good. No having to lift. Biffle is 3.1 back. See if he gained any. Yeah, he's 2.9. But we're literally full throttle in it, so there's not a whole lot more we could do other than get a draft.
Halfway this time.
Guess we'll just kind of let this play out for a little bit. Probably just relax, I guess, and enjoy some fast laps, I guess. I don't know. Don't really have a whole lot to talk about. So we'll start chatting, I guess, if something interesting happens or dramatic comes up. Probably at this rate, we're looking at probably being the first round of pit stops being the most exciting thing to happen. That felt weird. It went in okay, but then it felt like the car was turning, but it felt like it was like a four-wheel slide. Juniors moves his way into the second position. We can go about 10 more laps on a tank, which put us a couple short of where we need to be, but in all fairness, that means they're probably short too. So I don't think anybody's gonna stretch it. but we'll see.
32, 495.
Yikes. We're having to lift just a tad bit on entry. One and two, we have to let off a lot more than we do in 3 and 4. But the car is handling good. 32, 396. Let's see, yeah, we tried bringing it down a little bit. It seems like it's working still. But it still wants to go to the high side. Yeah, it likes it up here. Oh, I see where the marbles start now. There's like a slight seam you can kind of see at the top there. Very faint, but that's where that marble right there, right on the edge of it there. So now I have a kind of a visual of what I'm looking for to avoid. So I just gotta kind of treat that like the wall. We should be okay. There we go. 39 left. 32, 484. Pit in already. What is he talking about? We're way short. We can go 3 more laps, which means that, oh boy, yeah. 63, so we have to try to get it to the last one to go, yeah. The pace we're running, I don't know. Do not foresee us being able to make it the distance after this stop. Yeah, we're gonna have to pit this lap. Here we go. Wow, we're pitting probably a couple laps earlier than any of them will be pitting. So there is reason for cause for concern there. We'll let them repair the damage for like just like a second, and then we'll stop them. I don't think it should be too bad of damage. 1, 2.
Clear out all
Yeah, we're gonna stop him there. That's taking too long. But as long as we don't damage it anymore, we should be able to finish those repairs on the next stop. They were pretty bunched up.
You're clear.
So there is reason for concern that they might wreck coming to pit road. First wave makes it in okay. Let's see what the next wave does.
17486.
Wow, the thing really pulled to the bottom that time. I let off and got back on and the car just started hooking left like that. Not hooking, but pulling.
Leader hitting this time.
So there we go. This might be the lowest we've run in a minute on this track.
Leader hitting this time.
To 24th. Yeah, we're 5 laps short. So on the next stop, actually, we aren't even going to try repairing anything. We want to probably splash and go.
Good work. Keep racing.
Alright. Had to step away for a second. Had to take a phone call, so just got to get back into the swing of this real fast and then we'll be good to go. We got 32 laps, 31 this time by remaining. And we are back in the lead. Kyle Petty is second. Wow. Comes in here 18th in the points. He dropped 13 spots after Vegas. It'd be wild to see Kyle Petty make a championship run. I don't think he made all the races in 08. When I was looking through trying to make some of the rosters or whatever you want to call them. I forget. I saw how someone worded it once. It wasn't a roster. It was. I don't know. I guess maybe an entry list. But I know we'll be losing Dale Jarrett at some point this season, and Rudiman will move over to the 44. McDowell will join us. No Mark Martin. He's not in every single race this season. I believe he shares duties with Eric Almirola. 09 though. Mark should be back full time in the 5 car. Petty's got a 0.3 of a second lead over Quapple. Then Jimmy Johnson's in 4th. Greg Biffle in 5th. Robbie Gordon's had a pretty good year. He's running in 6th. Regan Smith, Dave Blaney, Sam Hornish, and then Dale Jr. round out the top 10 currently. Let's take a stroll back here through 11th through 20th. We got Martin Truex Jr., Brian Vickers, David Reagan, Kurt Busch, Dario Franchitti, Clint Boyer, Juan Montoya, David Rudiman, Carl Edwards. 21st through 30th, we got Dale Jarrett, Bobby Labonte, Jeff Gordon, Joe Nemechek, David Gilliland, Kyle Busch, Casey Kane, Denny Hamlin, Riggs, then Ryan Newman. 31st through 40th, we got Michael Waltrip, defending champ Matt Kenseth in 32nd, Casey Mears, Tony Stewart, Mark Martin, Paul Menard, Jeff Burton, Kevin Harvick, Jeremy Mayfield, and Patrick Carpentier. And rounding out the tail end of the field here from 41st to 43rd, we have Elliott Sadler, Reed Sorensen, he is out. Elliott Sadler is one lap down, by the way. Reed Sorensen's listed out with a gearbox issue, and AJ Allmendinger is out with a piston issue. Meanwhile, up front here, Travis Kvapil looks like he's overtaking Kyle Petty. And they're within 4 seconds of us right now. It's actually 4.08. Yeah, we're going to be about 6 laps short. So we're going to tell the crew right now, no tires. That's what I just said. And we're also going to turn off damage. 3.7. I'm trying to remember real fast who was behind us before pit stops. I feel like I remember seeing Junior and Jimmy. So, but unless they're lined up, I don't really think they're gonna gain anything on us. It's 3.6. Yeah, it's still the same. Hornish has moved up to 6. Blaney is 7. Truex is up to 8th. So we got 23 to go. We're on lap, what, 76 now? Yeah, we're 76. I put a graphic up at Kansas in the truck race talking about this set of races at Atlanta. We really had a good run at Atlanta this season so far anyway. Did not expect to be this good this season at Atlanta, but we've been good in the Cup. We've been good in the Nationwide at Atlanta. We led 34 of the 65, and then probably going to lead at least, I'd say 60. Probably like close to 100 laps out of the potential 163 laps we run at Atlanta in these 2 races. So no complaints there. We did good so far. We still have 22 to go. And when I say we probably led almost over 60, I mean by end of race. Because I can't remember when we took the lead. It's looking like we were going to be... yeah, well, this would have been on Monday last week, so this would have been... This is on a Monday, it's going up. Looks like we'll have gone a whole week since our last caution at this rate. Well, depends on how pit stops go here at the end. Yeah, it's the only downside to us being able to full throttle it all the way around in the early parts of a run. Aren't able to really save a lot on the fuel, but running up there, even running it at full throttle, we're not having to turn the wheel as hard, so we're not really leaning too heavily on that right front. I think a good part of that is due to the setup we have. It's a good setup. To go. Home stretch. And then hopefully we'll get some action going soon. I don't know. Kansas is going to be the most exciting for the next race, so I apologize in advance. I know we started on the pole. We won the pole by about 3/10, even bumping the difficulty up a little bit there. So, because I originally, full disclosure, ran qualifying twice in the trucks. We ran it the first time with our normal 96, and when we had the pole by over a second, I was like, oh boy, I'm not gonna. Yeah, I wasn't gonna put y'all through another race. Plus, actually, let's see, you'd have seen the Vegas race for the Cup Series. So then, yeah, it would have been a win at Martinsville in the trucks, then the win here in the Nationwide, a potential win today. And then on Wednesday, another potential win, a runaway win for that matter. It would have been 4 runaway wins in a row, and that I was not willing to subject y'all to, because I appreciate all the love and support, likes, comments, whatever. And I feel like as a reward, I shouldn't be giving you guys just sleeping material. But if you are an insomniac and you're watching this at night, probably get some good rest. I actually have insomnia. I have for the 05 season, because there's no commentary, no spot or whatever. Sometimes I have put that on. I remember when I first had recorded it all. Let's see, it came out this year is when I started the series on the channel. Well, you're watching this in 2023, so it was 2022 when it released. But the Daytona one was done. I had that one finished in 2021, and but I remember I couldn't sleep the one night, so I just put it on my TV and just passed out. So. And I have bad insomnia, so if I could sleep, use it to help me sleep, I know someone out there can. Just start tagging the boring races. Help with sleep. Ooh. A little squirrely there for a second, but nothing too alarming. We're down to 12 to go this time. Looking in my mirror, actually, we are 1.01 seconds ahead of Travis Quapple. Got to talking about sleeping, I didn't even realize how fast they were gaining on us. But I think we should be able to maintain around that time. Yeah, we're still right around there. He only gained 3/10 or 3/100. 0.098. 0.98, I mean. Let's see where they come around this time. We are 5 laps away from pit in. 10 to go.
10 laps here, about 10 laps. 32, 2, 6, 5.
Ooh, they gained a lot that time. Within 0.7 now. We might have counted some chickens before they hatched. This actually might end up being an interesting finish.
32, 35.
Been running up here to help save on tire wear. Tires are still really good, so if we need to go to the middle or the bottom, we probably can do it. so I'm not too worried. We might not even be on the track by the time they catch us completely. We can go about 2 more laps, insane. Yeah. How much fuel is it telling us we need? 1 can. Pit next time by. They're within a half a second now. Now they're 7/10, so we pulled away a little bit there. Alright, we're gonna come in for a splash and go here. Is that Robbie Gordon? Robbie Gordon in the lead? Holy smokes. Robbie Gordon's in the lead.
Do not speed. Easy. 1 can of fuel here. 45. Hey, 1. There we go. Go. 45.
Alright, so let's get going. Go second gear.
Dig hard.
See these back tires. Whoa. It's the problem being on these old tires. I can't get on the accelerator very well. There we go. Just wants to slide on this apron. Alright.
Outside. Be 3 wide. Outside. Still there. Clear all around. All clear. Outside. Clear.
Wanted to make sure, just in case Rudiman was going to pit road, we got a little bit back so he didn't cut in front of us and like stomp on the brakes. 39th. Who's that down there? It's Patrick Carpanier. Looks like Reagan's coming to pit road.
Side. Stay high.
Nope, he's not. Really could use some of these guys to come down pit road.
Inside. Clear all around. All clear. Inside.
Because if they don't, we're screwed. They have 3 to go.
Still there. Clear.
Better give him some room. In case he's gonna pit, he's not.
Stay high.
So Truex isn't pitting.
Clear.
Robbie Gordon up ahead.
Clear right there.
2 to go. Is Robbie not pitting? Wait, what? Oh, this is coming up for the final lap, right? Yeah, this should be their final lap. Robbie Gordon's gonna stay out. You gotta be kidding me. Trying to catch up so I can at least get back on the lead lap. We're like right there. Come on. Come on. No, Robbie Gordon. Everybody. .32. Did anybody see that coming? I didn't. Wow. So Robbie Gordon gets the win. followed by Martin Truex, David Reagan, Dave Blaney, David Rudiman, Dale Earnhardt Jr., Dario Franchitti, Jamie McMurray, Juan Montoya, and Kurt Busch. Round out your top 10. Well, that's slightly disappointing, but gather it up, and we'll see y'all at Bristol. Thanks for watching. See you next time.